Thursday afternoon. It is January the 8th. And so far, since the 1st of January, we have had some things happening, haven't we? We've had oil tankers being seized by the United States military and Coast Guard, at least one of them, being under a Russian flag or flagged as Russian, with the Russian Navy close by. We've had gold and silver going off the charts in price. That's very telling, of course, about our dollar. We have the President Trump, saying that he's going to put a 500% tariff on any country that sells oil to Russia. We have Russia quickly, urgently evacuating staff and family from their embassy in Israel. We have a near civil war going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota, over this ICE shooting that happened a little over 24 hours ago. We have a major uprising going on in the country of Iran and the capital of Tehran. We've had reports that President Trump said that he will attack the regime of Iran very hard if they harm the protesters. The Iranian regime has said that they will unleash, if these protesters don't stop, that the current Iranian regime in power will unleash militia from, I believe it said, Hezbollah and Iraq on the people, on the protesters. That's just to name a few things going on. Welcome to 2026. It's only it's only the 8th. We're barely over a week into the new year, and lots going on, y'all. I'm going to cover some highlights of what's happening here, y'all. I have a terrific passage or two I'm going to share with you. They'll be inspiring, I promise. What are we not talking about? What have you noticed? What has just disappeared from the landscape? The Jeffrey Files, the UFO/drone situation that caused near panic at the beginning of the year, of last year. What else? Other fraud things that are happening, been happening, that Doge was uncovering. Inflation, layoffs, job cuts, job situation. I'm not talking about that right now, I guess. We have a situation to where we could see we've had conflict between ICE and the people, especially in Minnesota and some other hot spots. Especially in Minnesota, the governor has said that he will use the National Guard to protect the people from ICE. I mean, think about that. So you could have a confrontation and a possible real conflict between ICE, federal agency, feds, and the National Guard. I mean, think about it. How does that work? Are we about to see a civil war? Is this the start of it? Was this for something? Or is it simply just maybe 2020, what was that, 2020 2.0? George Floyd 2.0? Back to that in a second. The White House came out and said that the fatal shooting that happened yesterday to this woman in Minnesota was the result of a larger systemic movement that has spread across the country. Vice President Vance said that this is part of a broader network that is impacting against ICE. We have seen over the last year a lot of disruption, a lot of obstruction of ICE officers trying to do their job. They're simply trying to deport the illegal folks here that are doing damage to the country, who are criminals. The criminal element is what they're supposed to be going after when that happens. But they're being attacked by the locals, and it's being allowed that these crowds get around and use their own vehicles. This has been happening for quite a while. Use their own vehicles, their own bodies, to obstruct their work, the work of ICE. They throw stones. They throw. I know snowballs, not a big deal, but a lot of them may have ice in them. No pun intended. Rocks, boulders. At the ICE agents and their vehicles. What do you think would happen if one of us, if you're threw a boulder or a rock at an ICE vehicle? What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen to one of us if I use my truck? If I drive to one of these spots and I use my truck to obstruct an ICE vehicle, what do you think would happen to me? Do you think it would be kind of halfway tolerated, like it's been tolerated, or at least pepper spray? They did pepper spraying and all kinds of stuff. What do you think would happen to us then? That's law-abiding folks. What do you think? We'd probably be in a jail somewhere, under some jail, God knows where, without due process. You don't think it can happen? Think again. But I've been talking about it for a while, that we're going to see a point to where this is going to turn fatal. Whether it's a citizen or protester or an ICE agent, or both. And we have had that happen yesterday. This will increase the likelihood of this happening to an ICE agent for sure. They are definitely targets. They've been targets. They're going to be even more of a target now. There are reports of the money behind the far left. They're mobilizing quickly to get to Minneapolis, of course, and sounds familiar, and go to a lot of other major American cities. Make no mistake, these people that are on the ground doing this stuff, they're very well fed, they're trained, they're paid, they're organized, transportation is provided. It's very, very good news. This is a civil war of sorts. Yeah, what happens when the National Guard faces off with immigration and customs enforcement? What happens then?
It appeared to be wearing a suit, but
things are spiraling out of control on many fronts.
No way. The arms are almost to the ground.
Could this spread to other cities? I believe it will.
I've never seen anything like
it. If it's not a civil war on this one, I think that what we really also need to prepare for is when the left takes power again. Most likely in the midterm elections later this year. And if that happens, for sure, the next election in 2028, y'all. You want to talk about stacking, and I mean this, not just stacking food and water, but I'm talking about self-defense stuff, y'all. I'll leave it at that. Just saying. You want to talk about using federal agencies? You think it was used, weaponized in the last administration? You ain't seen nothing yet.
It's interesting that two guys.
That's my thought
that come from,
on that part. Now, other news.
Sports can be such.
Let's see. You got the uprising in Iran. There's also in Iran. They said there's pretty much a total internet blackout in the country. that the connectivity is at about 5% for internet in Iran, especially in Tehran. Can you imagine how these folks out here would react if they didn't have internet for a while? No.
Evil stuff happening
Now,
behind the curtain. A civil war
most
is
of us
almost
here would be
certain.
fine.
We can't just act like it's not
You remember
urgent
the
because we
days
got a
when
new
there was no
spokesperson for the corporation,
When you
country.
actually talk
It's
to
time for us to
somebody
really get hungry for the
or
truth. So I'm
on the
gonna plant
phone
this seed.
that's
Even if
connected
I only
to
really
that
get one
cord,
tree. Truth is
you
removed
could
from the internet daily by
you
so-called
could,
fact checkers, but I won't spit BS, even if they pay me to only
kitchen
do
wall,
black records.
and
All
if
praises
the
due
cord
to
was so long, you
Yahuwah.
pretty
Gotta
much
shed
go
this flesh and
all
be
around the
newer.
house.
All the sin stinks like deep
It was a real
sewers.
phone,
Don't just be talkers,
and
but be
it wasn't
doers.
an answer
Yeah, that goes for me too.
machine. You didn't
Gotta
get
watch
the
everything
screen
we see and
calls
say.
or
Mandatory
anything like
vaccines
that.
incoming.
So
They want to
we
alter
remember
your
those days, a lot of
DNA.
us
This would be the nine by the Zionists. Let me ask
And,
you,
we would
you
be
buying
fine.
this? You believe all the lies they're
But a lot of
supplying
these
us?
folks
Wait,
out here
hold
would
up.
be a
Shh,
major
look at the
crisis.
eyes.
They would be in crisis. But that was interesting. Let's see, what else? I mentioned the Russian embassy thing. In Kiev,
You
Ukraine,
ever have that moment when you don't feel
they're
worthy of the
issuing a
blessings you've
security
been
the
given?
embassy, the
Right
United
from the
States embassy,
beginning,
they
the Father's wings have covered me. Everyday protection. That's why the sins I commit bring depression. But I never allow it to keep me down long. New compassions daily, and it's now dawn. No, it's not an excuse to do the same crap. Gotta change my mind frame because it's a brain trap. Retaking my mental freedom before I dang snap. Got people watching me now, so I can't slack. The curses on our people are gonna end soon, and the ones who enslaved us, they've been doomed. The situation now is not what it seems. The television full of psyops and some schemes. The truth hurts like a shot to the spleen, but it's also beautiful like aquamarine.
I hear the typing already. I hear it. Okay, this is gonna piss you off, all right? All right, buckle up.
But it's also beautiful like
The president is
aquamarine.
considering paying the people of Greenland between $10,000 and $100,000 per person to join the United States and support secession from Denmark. And that military force is still on the table. Says, I gotta have Greenland. But we don't get a DOGE refund check. We don't get a tariff refund rebate either. We're still waiting on those things. Yeah, still waiting. The politicians from Denmark are lobbying or asking Germany and France to provide military troops to deploy to Greenland to defend against the United States. Man, what? Welcome to 2026. What else is gonna happen? What else can you dream up, y'all? Oh, I can give you another one. The military budget for the United States is being proposed by the president to be $1.5 trillion. That is reported to be at least a 50% increase over the last year for the military. I'm still waiting on the DOGE check. Praying we don't get laid off from my job. Buying a few groceries, I'm going to check out, and feeling like our face is being ripped off right from our heads. Or opening the power bill of your electricity at a time of the year when we're not running air conditioning, and we're not even having to run the heat much because it's a mild winter, and it's up. Significantly up. Why? Is there a data center here that I don't know about? I'm sure I'm not alone on that one either. Chime in the comments. Welcome to the new year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Endeavor to persevere. I'm just reporting what's going on. People be, oh, you're negative. I can't watch you are and bye. One person even commented and put a wave and said bye. I just waved bye. Thanks for commenting, I guess. But, I'm just reporting what's going on. I mean, this is what's happening. I'm just the messenger. I'm reporting what's going on. Yeah, I'll put my opinion in there. That's my channel. But I'm really largely just reporting what's happening. Urging you to prepare the best you can. I'm talking about Jesus. Because he's the only one that can truly save us, and he is going to. So that's good news. I did fill up my gas tank earlier for $2.29. That's pretty good. Costco, $2.29. Athens, Georgia. Yep. I can deal with that. That is good. I'm pointing out some good in here. All right, I'm going to go to a passage here in a minute, but I think I covered what I wanted to cover. But strap in. We're in for a roller coaster ride, y'all. And it's got a lot of hills, it's got a lot of valleys, and keep all, just stay in the car and hold on tight and buckle up tight. It's already arrived, y'all. We ain't even cruising. I don't know, share your thoughts on some of this stuff, y'all. Share your thoughts. Going in to a passage. If you like the video, hit the like button. It helps us out. Okay. I'm in Hebrews. Let's see. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 16 says, "And do not neglect doing good and sharing, for with such sacrifices God is pleased." In this world we are in right now, and it looks like everybody's going, not everybody, but most people are going crazy. And you got road rage, road warrior, it's mad max. Do good. Crime, crazy crime, random crime. Do not neglect doing good and sharing. Amongst the evil that is happening, evil darkness that is going on, let's still do good. Because it pleases God. Let's share when we can, as we can, or help somebody in need. Especially if it doesn't, it's not a transaction, just do something for somebody. Don't expect something more. Do something more. Also, James. James chapter 1 verse 12. Blessed is a man who perseveres under trial, for once he has been proved, he will receive the crown of life, which the Lord has promised those trials are coming. Trials are here, and they're coming. Anyway, again, let's be alert, let's be safe out there. With all that's going on, I do have a concern about people call it blowback, retribution, whatever, on our own soil. And it can happen anywhere. It can happen in any town, in any place. So let's be alert, let's be safe out there, especially when we're in places there where it's fairly dense. You got a lot of people. You got some people gathering, all right? Let's just keep alert, all right? Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. I'll see you soon.
just need to know.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I've said the saying before. The desperate times call for desperate measures. The harder you struggle, the harder you gotta fight to keep the struggle. And then in the words of Kendrick Lamar, sometimes you just gotta pop out and show N-words. Desperate times call for desperate measures / solutions. Desperate times call for desperate solutions. When you are in a time of desperation, sometimes the solution or the answer is going to have to be drastic to handle this desperate situation. Sometimes you got to pop out and show N-words. Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to tie those two things together. Now, as you know, keeping up with the news over the last year or so, year or so longer, what have you. America been flooded and overran with illegal immigrants from around the world. And it wasn't until we got a certain president, he got us in office now, that people, Americans, had a problem with deporting illegal immigrants. We didn't have no problem with deporting illegal immigrants under no past president. But for some reason, Americans, some of us, have a problem with deporting illegal immigrants. So much so that they're out in the streets obstructing justice, interfering with the people that are responsible for removing the illegal immigrants. We have American citizens interfering
and now
with them.
expresses it musically himself.
I'm going to address my people. Because I feel like we look the worst out there fighting to keep illegal immigrants here. Yes, you got plenty of white people out there fighting to keep them here. Not because it's smart and it's a good idea, but because they hate Trump. That's why they want to keep them here. Because he want them gone. Now, if he wanted them to stay, then they would want them gone. Whatever he wants, they want the opposite. Whether it's wrong or right, they don't care. That has led us to some desperate times. As you know, we had a young lady killed yesterday, day before yesterday, by the ICE agent or whatever. In a mix-up, all of this is based on illegal immigrants being deported. All these riots, protests, people getting killed. What's the underlying culprit? Illegal immigrants. I want y'all to remember this, American citizens, black, white, whatever. Y'all are out there obstructing justice. Y'all are out there risking your freedom and your life for illegal immigrants. All of this fuss, all of this confusion, I know it's because of Trump, but you're overlooking the fact of what you're really doing. Y'all are out there risking your lives, your freedom. That lady lost her life yesterday from being out there amongst them who are trying to get rid of illegal immigrants. Somebody like me with common sense. If I see a bunch of ICE agents over there going after illegal immigrants, I'm going this way. I'm not gonna go where they at. If I'm somewhere and I see a SWAT team, any type of law enforcement gathered up in large groups to go handle some business, I'm not gonna go over there and get in their way. That's just me. I can't speak to everybody else. But yet here we have Americans see large numbers of ICE agents coming to carry out their duties, and they want to go over there where they at. And then when they get their heads buzzed, get pepper sprayed, get billy clubbed, they want to cry victim. You know who they are, they got ICE written all over. With the little mask on and their guts. You know it's ICE. And once upon a time, black people, when we saw police, any kind of law enforcement, we went the other way. Once upon a time, that's why I said I'm speaking to black people, I'm not speaking to white folks, y'all can listen. White people, y'all gotta handle your group, the ones that are out there interfering with ICE. I need the white people to go over there and talk. Not all white people. I need the white people with common sense to go over there and talk, try to talk some sense into your people, while I try to talk some sense into the black people. And then we'll meet back up at the cut and see what we come up with. Then we talk in the sense into these people. To the like-minded white folks like me. No, I'm not white, I'm saying you're like-minded, we thinking alike. Where you see a problem with American citizens interfering with ICE, trying to rid the country of illegal immigrants. Not immigrants, illegal. So I need the white people to go over there and talk to the white people and say, hey, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all obstructing justice? Why are y'all in the way of these people trying to do their job? Why are y'all standing up and defending people that came here illegally? When we barely able to afford, if not afford at all, to help Americans. We have Americans here needing help. So we can get to my solution for this problem. We can get to my solution, my drastic solution. It's a fix it. Again, back to black folks. Once upon a time, I'm talking to black people now. Y'all know I ain't lying. When we see the police, it can be one car. We look and see where they're going, and we finna go the other way, if possible. Black folks, if we ride, and the police behind us, we get the 10 to the 12 on the steering wheel. We hitting the signal light. We looking both ways, so we doing all that if one cop behind us. Never in the history of black people in America have we seen large groups of law enforcement, whether it be FBI, city cop, sheriff, state trooper, and damn sure not ICE. Never have in the history of America have black people seen large gatherings of cops and we go over there and interfere with what they're doing. We never done that, especially if it ain't got nothing to do with us. Now, we see them over there mistreating some black people, we might go over there, hey, you can't do that, that's wrong, you know. But we ain't never went in the direction of one of our biggest threats in American history, the cops. Now all of a sudden, so-called black people, but I've realized that they're not black people. See, black people are staying out of this. They know, black people know this ain't our fight. I told black people, and black people are already on the same page with me. I said a few months ago, black people stay out of this. This ain't our fight. So them people that's out there that look like black people, they're not black people. They're N-words. And that's why I started the video off with Kendrick Lamar's lyric. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show N-words. You can't tell N-words nothing. You gotta show it. So now, the black people are staying out of this. That's between the illegal immigrants. We know as black people, we know they hurt us.
Of course it is.
That's the N-word over there. Fight to help the illegal immigrants because they hate the guy that want them out of here. So I got an idea, ladies and gentlemen. I got a solution to this problem. President Trump is listening. And I want all my hard-working American citizens, black, white, whatever race you are, if you're an American citizen, you're hard-working, you ain't asking about the issues that. I want you to save every dime you can get, store up some groceries, just in case you be out of work for a little while. This might be you be out of work. But President Trump, here's what I want you to do, if you listen. And if anybody knows President Trump, give him this message for you, brother. From now on, don't have all ICE agents, men and women out there risking their lives, trying to get these people out of here. The Border Patrol, the border agents, risking their lives, only to have Americans try to stop it. Only to have Americans fighting against their own best interests. So here's my solution, Mr. President and my fellow Americans. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show N-word. Drastic times call for drastic measures / solution. I say, bring in all the ICE agents, tell them abort the mission. To all ICE agents, report back to the home base. No more mission. Tell the Border Patrol, go home. We're gonna pay you your salary, whatever, but go home. And open the border wide open. Since they love illegal immigrants so much, I say, let them flood it in. About a million, they ever been here about a million, there's millions more. Come on in. So now, N-word, those SNAP benefits y'all was just crying about, your health care, your Medicaid and all that y'all just about to lose during the government shutdown. Let's see how y'all like it when millions more of illegal immigrants flood on in here and suck up whatever little bit we got left to give you. Those of you who are dependent on government assistance, government help, y'all the main ones that hate Trump, right? So I'll say, Mr. Trump, let's show their ass something. Let's teach them a real lesson. Since they love the illegal immigrants so much, let them in. Open the floodgates. Don't go on about it. Let them in. Again. Something wrong. Pedro. Now, come on. Come on. Come on, take everybody. We're going to have a big party in America. The N-word love y'all. And I want you to hurry all to the black community / ghetto / the hood for these N-words that's out here protesting on behalf of illegal immigrants. Now, y'all do understand those people are coming over here with nothing. They're coming over here getting on public assistance. They're coming over here getting on SNAP. They're coming over here getting on Medicaid, free health care, free housing. Stuff y'all ain't even got. All you got but about to get cut. You're about to lose. Now you fight for your competition. How stupid can you be? Y'all out here fighting to help your competition. These people that y'all want to stay here, they need the same help y'all receive. Are you willing to give up your help for them? Okay, let's find out. Let's never around and find out. So, that's it. I say, stop deporting right now. ICE, y'all go home. Stop risking your life, stop getting in trouble, stop being spit on, stop being mobbed by angry so-called protesters, risking your lives. Go home, ICE. President Trump, tell them to go home. Border Patrol, don't stop another illegal from crossing the border. Let them bring all the drugs in they want, all the fentanyl, and when it's one of your loved ones that they violate, whether it be through drug overdose, SA, assault, by somebody illegal, when it's your loved one, see if you're going to hate ICE. See if you're going to sit up there protesting in ICE. See if you're going to be crying, well, get them out of here. It ain't your country. Sometimes you got to let folks feel the pain themselves. A lot of times people won't understand your pain unless they go through it too. People that are out here protesting, trying to keep illegal here, they haven't felt the pain of what these people cause. They haven't lost their job, their livelihood. They haven't been violated. Crime or something happened to them at the hands of an illegal. So let them on in. That's what I say. I got mine ready. I'm ready to protect myself. I know how to get a few dollars here and there. I'm not depending on government assistance. So when they come suck up all the government assistance, then why there ain't none left for you, America. The more illegal immigrants come over here, the more we'll get on the system. All of them ain't come over here working. Look at the Somalis in Minnesota. Tim Wall about to step down, ain't gonna run no more because of the big scandal. They over here scamming. They not coming over here helping to build up America. Some of them are. Not by the millions. Millions of illegals are flooding in. The half of Joe Biden. I say let millions more come on in. All them folks that come over here to work and make America better. They're not coming over here to help America. They're coming over here to help themselves. And y'all too stupid to see that. Y'all out there in the streets marching and protesting. I don't even see the illegals out there. Have y'all noticed that? Look at the protests in the crowd. How many those are like Americans, white and black? That's cool. The illegal are somewhere high. The people in the street protesting, most of them, black and white Americans. Why are y'all fighting so hard for somebody to come in and take your job? Why are y'all fighting so hard for somebody that's gonna come in and cloud up your healthcare system, cloud up your childcare system, cloud up your government with your staff and your rent and your... Don't y'all know they gonna come over here and depend on the same stuff you depended on? These are not rich immigrants. These are the poorest. The criminals, the poor ones, the ones need help. They're the ones coming over here. And guess what they're gonna need when they get here? Help. Guess who help they're gonna be getting? The help you were supposed to get. America is already broke. America already can't pay its bills. America already trying to find ways to cut money, save money, as it is. And here y'all is out here fighting the streets for more dependents to come over and depend on America to take care of them. I said, let them in. ICE, go home. Let them on in. By the millions. N-words. Y'all love the nigga immigrants so much? Show it. Let them in. President Trump, don't stop. Let them in. Let them in. A lot of them same folks that out there in the street protesting. They ain't willing to shoot nothing, fight nothing. So when we got full-out chaos in the streets, anarchy, or whatever you call it, they don't want to fight.